What's up, everybody? I don't know if you saw this, but over the weekend, big happenings happening, big happenings. I'm just going to let Tim Pool say it because he did a really good episode on this. Check this out. Even more Democrats are bailing out on the Democrat Party and joining the Republican Party. So check this out.
More Democrats are quitting the Democratic Party at an official level. Most of you are probably familiar with the Walk Away campaign, which has seen presumably tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people quit the Democratic Party, often joining the Republican Party. And we've seen people like Jeff Van Drew switch at the federal level from Democrat to Republican. There have also been some, I think it was in New Mexico, I could be wrong, and Philadelphia, a state rep switched to the Independent Party from Democrat to caucus with Republicans, because as we all know, the left has gone insane. We now have this story from Red State. It's a new day in Mississippi as 8 elected state officials announce party switch and join the GOP, 6 of which were Democrats. Do we see this phenomenon happening in the other direction? No. You had Justin Amash. Yeah, that was a bad move. He went in the wrong direction because the walk away is happening from the left to the right. Because as I often have said, politics in this country flows in one direction. If you take a picture with a Trump supporter, they'll accuse you of being a Trump supporter. But if a Trump supporter took a picture with a far leftist or a communist waving a communist flag, they would accuse the communist of being a Trump supporter. It doesn't flow in that direction. And now we can see it. Let's read the story. They say WLBT reports that the Mississippi Republican Party welcomed 8 new members into their fold last week, 6 of whom had been Democrats and 2 independents. Each of these officials were elected in the most recent election cycle. Oh, man, they are burning down and they can't.
So if you didn't catch that, some of those that just went to the Republican Party were just elected recently in this most recent election in Mississippi State.
Get their heads straight to save their own party. Mississippi Republican Party Chairman Lucien Smith suspects they won't be the last. He told WLBT, "We have had a relentless focus on switching conservative Democrats over to the Republican Party. They recognize increasingly that there is only one party that represents the conservative values of our state, and that is the Republican Party."
Okay, I'm going to pause it there. That last bit is the strongest bit that I'm finding. What do the Democrats have to offer? It looks like it's come down to Joe Biden, Mike Bloomberg, and Bernie Sanders. I don't know what to make of Joe Biden or Bloomberg because they're both, I don't really know what they're doing or if they know what they're doing. But Bernie Sanders definitely has an idea and a vision for what America could be and should be. And like he said right there, recognize increasingly that there is only one party that represents the conservative values of our state, and that is the Republican Party. That's a great question you mentioned earlier also. With almost dozen now politicians who have switched parties, why has no one left the Republican Party except for Amash? And again, his was more of like a protest than actual values. What's going on? I don't know. It seems pretty clear to me that this election is obviously heating up, and what's coming down the line is no longer just, you know what, we love America, but we think maybe we could do this. We love America, but maybe we could do this. Seems like, no, America is not a good country versus America is the best thing that's ever happened and it's worth fighting for. Of course, it's not perfect. That's why the founding fathers wrote a more perfect, trying to achieve a more perfect union. But I don't think this is the last time we're going to see politicians across the country leave the Democrat Party, and especially it seems like, President Trump, my God, he's just dogging and egging on the Democrat Party. I mean, did you see his tweet today? He was making fun of Mike Bloomberg. He said, Mike Bloomberg spent all of that money, and the only thing he has to show are, really wealthy staffers, and they love it. He says, keep going, Mike. He's begging Mike Bloomberg to drop out. I think the Trump team wants Bernie to be the guy. Maybe that's who they feel strongest about, but I don't think this is the last you're going to see of people leaving the party. So I'm curious what you think. Have you had any friends, coworkers, family, anybody who's saying out loud, I can't do this anymore. This is too crazy. Please comment below, email me, text me. I want to hear from you, okay? Thanks. My name is Ryan Derks. I'm running from Missouri's 5th Congressional District, and I approve this message.